Hello, my friends, it's Kim. Today I am making some apple pie filling. It's from the Ball Blue book. But anyway, I wanted to show you how you can make some pectin, if you ever need it, out of apple scraps. In here, I have all the scraps from my apples. It's the cores and the peels and little pieces that I cut off, maybe had a bruise or something like that on it. I have it in my crock pot. You can do this on top of the stove. I just kind of don't want to have to stand there stirring it. And I put this on and I just let it go. So basically, you wash your apples really well. I do not spray my apples with anything, so they get, a few little, I don't have any bugs, but, you'll get a few bruises or, spots that aren't so perfect. And I don't worry about those as long as there's no bugs. But as you can see, I've got the cores, I've got some offcuts, I've got the peels. Through my apple core, it always leaves the top and bottom of it. So I filled my crock pot. I'm going to add some bottled water. I don't want to use anything with chemicals in it, like, chlorinated water. I don't have city water, I have well water, and it has a very strong iron taste, so I do not want that in my food either. So that's why I'm using bottled water. You can use filtered water if you have it, anything like that. Or if your well tastes really good, go ahead and use that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it up as close to the top as I can with my water. It usually takes me about 3 bottles. Don't want it too full because you're going to have to let it cook and the apple peels are going to rise to the surface. So a little less than 2 bottles. Put the top on it. Literally, that's it. Turn it on. I'm going to turn it on high. I'm going to let it go several hours. You can let it go overnight. The longer you let it go, the stronger your pectin. And once this is completely cooked down, we'll come back and I'll show you the next step. All right, I wanted to show you how our homemade pectin is looking and how I jar it up. This is all of the cores and the peels, which have a lot of pectin in them, especially if your apples are a little bit underripe. These are fully ripe, but a little bit underripe actually has more pectin. So I put them in my crock pot. I added water to it, just enough to cover them, and I cooked them all night long on high so that I wanted to extract as much as possible. The next step is going to be to strain out the excess peels and stuff, and then I take them and I will put them in pint-size hot, because this is hot, pint-sized jars to within 1/4 inch of the top. You do the usual, wipe the rims off, and I'm going to water bath can them for 10 minutes. They'll be ready to go next time you need them in a recipe. Now, for me, the way I use them in a recipe is I will put equal parts of the apple pectin with my fruit and my sugar, and I will cook it until it gels on a, if you don't know how to do that, you need to look it up. But anyway, you take a cold plate, you put a little bit of the jelly on it, and if it stays like a jelly, then you're ready to go. So it does take a little extra time because you have to cook it a little bit longer, but you have not had to go out to the store, try to find pectin. That's way overpriced right now. You can get it simply from your own apples from scraps. So anyway, that is the down and dirty way to make your own homemade pectin. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.